Once you create a shape in Illustrator, you can manipulate it in a variety of ways. First of all, let me create a freehand shape. I'm going to use the pen tool. Just a random shape, like so. And I'm going to use the selection tool. I can move it around. I can scale it simply by clicking and dragging on this selection box. If I hold down the Shift key as I'm dragging, it scales in proportion. If I move the selection tool close to the selection box, a curved arrow appears and I can rotate the shape. If I hold down the Shift key as I'm rotating, then I can restrict rotation to 90 degrees and 45-degree angles, which gives me better accuracy. I can also mirror my shape. I'm going to demonstrate this by creating a copy. So let's go to Edit and Copy, Edit and Paste. So if I was to rotate this, it rotates the opposite direction. But if I were to create a mirror reflection of my original shape, then if I click and hold down on the Rotate tool in the toolbar, we've got the Reflect tool, and I can rotate this around. Again, if I hold down the Shift key as I'm rotating, I can create or align my reflection to the original, then release my mouse button first and the Shift key. I've now got a reflected version of my original. If I want to create a copy, I can do Edit and Copy as I did before, or another way to duplicate or copy a shape is to select your shape, hold down the Alt key and drag away a copy. I can align my shapes in various ways. So if I click to select all my shapes, it brings up some alignment tools. I can align them to the left. Let's edit and undo that. I can align them to the right, edit and undo. I can align them centrally, or horizontally rather, edit and undo. I can also evenly distribute my shapes along a horizontal line or vertical line. So if I randomly place my shapes like that, I'm going to bring up an Align palette through the Window options, the main menu, Window, Align, put that to one side. I'm going to click and drag to select all my shapes. Now in the Align palette, now distribute spacing, sometimes that's defaults to this display, but clicking on this top corner, I'll bring up the Show Preferences, and that will display distribute spacing. I can distribute horizontally or vertically. In this example, I'll distribute horizontally. Now I've deliberately put the middle one slightly offset from the middle, but if I click on the horizontal distribute, the first two shapes, the outer shapes will stay in the correct position, the original position, but the middle will automatically space to the center. So let's try that. There we go. Automatically spaces it. If I create another shape, copy and paste, and let's create some room. Let's make these smaller shapes. Do the same thing. I can randomly position my shapes like so. If I select them all, I can align along the center point, and then if I want them to be evenly spaced, I can distribute, and they automatically now got even spacing in between, and it works vertically as well using the same process. So a variety of ways to manipulate your shape. Once it's created, you can scale it, you can rotate it, you can make copies, you can mirror or create a reflected version of your original, and using the Align panel or the Align settings that appear on the top when you've selected multiple shapes, you can align your shapes vertically or horizontally, or put even spacing between on the horizontal or vertical axis.